I'm Lou, and these are the transportation section highlights of LANC. We'll be looking at 5 articles, the first on electric scooter shares, the next on some common transportation-related questions, the next on the 28 by 28 initiative. We'll also talk at Measure M and some infrastructure improvements, and finally we'll talk about electric vehicles. So first, the electric scooter shares article. This whole article is done in a question and answer format, and it's with the understanding that this is sort of a moving target subject because a lot of these issues and details are still being ironed out by City Council and other government agencies. So we just go through some common questions and answers, and then I've tried to be careful here to document my sources so that we can see what actually comes to fruition in law when it comes to electric scooter shares. Our next article is sort of for neighborhood council members to know where to direct stakeholders when they have certain common transportation questions. So if I have an issue about parking, what do I do? Or about reporting various transportation-related problems. So the How Do I page on the LADOT's website is excellent for answering those questions. We also have some links here for getting a neighborhood watch sign in your community if you have a neighborhood watch, and for large item trash removal. You would contact sanitation. And then we have some links to online tools for looking at transit routes around Los Angeles. So this is what one of those sites looks like, so that you can plot out your route. Our next article is 28 by 28 initiative, which goes over 28 large projects that the Los Angeles hopes to accomplish before the Olympics. And the whole list is here at the bottom of the article. The rest of the article just goes into some background about the initiative, and it talks about funding as well and possible ways to fund the 28 projects. The next article is on Measure M, LA County's Traffic Improvement Plan, and it begins with some background on the plan and some of the financial breakdown. And then Metro's own site, the plan.metro.net, has a lot of detailed information on the state of Measure M currently. Metro also has detailed project descriptions, so it has this list, but then it defines each project here, which is very helpful. And so we link to those at the bottom of the Measure M article, along with the full text of Measure M's final guidelines. And finally here, we have our article on electric vehicles. We start with some information about how the city is transitioning over to electric vehicles, how they're doing that. We have some information from the C40 cities, the Climate 40 cities, of which Los Angeles is a member. We also have the Port of Los Angeles talks about their Clean Air Action Plan. If you go to the portoflosangeles.org page, which we link to, and then we end by talking about a share pilot program for car sharing, and California climate investments, which goes over actually how cap and trade dollars are used in California.